Hello everybody, it is Michael here from My Retirement Trading, and today is the series Coffee and Dividends for the week ending September 19th, 2025, where I'm going to share my recap of distributions and what else might have changed this week. But before I get into this, I must state that this is not financial advice or a recommendation, and it is for entertainment purposes only. So let's get into it. I received 7 distributions this week, 6 weekly payers and 1 monthly payer. The one loan monthly payer was Main Street Capital, ticker MAIN, and the total of all these payments was $418.32. So let's get into these spreadsheets and we'll go over the individual distributions. Well, we head over to my cash account, everything except the crypto, and I had 4 distributions this week. I had ULTY by YMAX, which is a weekly payer, paid $36.34, and my cost basis on this is $2,132. And then I had YMAX by YMAX, and I received it's also a weekly payer. I received $13.71, and my cost basis on that is $1,315. And then NVII by Rex shares, I received, it's a weekly payer as well. I received $42.58, and my cost basis on that was $6,517. And last, I have Main Street Capital. I got a distribution or dividend of $51.62, and my cost basis on that is $10,662. But this pays monthly, and all these added up came to $144.25. Well, I headed over to my dividend tracker crypto, and I had 3 distributions this week. The first one is YETH by Roundhill. I received $57.06, and my cost basis on that one is about $3,200. And the next one is YBTC by Roundhill. I received $171.42, and my cost basis on that is $17,251. And the last one is by Granite Shares XBTY. I received $45.59, and my cost basis on that is $2,440. So the total of all these payments for 1 week, and they're all weekly payers, was $274.07. I had 1 monthly payer this week, and it was Main Street Capital, ticker symbol MAIN, and I first bought into this on May 12th, 2025, and my cost basis is $10,662. And based on the distribution this week of $51.62, that is a APR of 5.8% on my cost basis, which is not as much as some of my other funds like the QQQIs and things like that. But I have got capital appreciation of $2,500, and it's a little over 4 months. So definitely been enjoying this so far, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with it, but if it keeps growing, I'm probably going to just keep it and see what happens. I received 6 distributions this week from the weekly payers, and that grand total was $366.70. And my initial cost basis on this was $32,858. And if you annualize that payment times 52, that would be $19,000 $68.40, or a 58% APR based on my cost basis. And this is why I'm becoming a bigger and bigger fan of this passive income investing strategy. I mean, these are incredible payments to me to get like $19,000 a year on a $32,000 investment. So I feel pretty good so far about this, and things have been going pretty good with this strategy so far. And 3 of those payments were crypto based, and they paid $274.07, and they were YETH by Roundhill, YBTC by Roundhill, and XBTY by Granite Shares. And so I've really been enjoying these crypto-based covered call or option-based strategy ETFs because they seem to pay a lot of money. In my covered call portfolio, most of my funds, the bulk or my anchor positions, are index-based covered call income ETFs. And I got some in the S&P based and some in the NASDAQ based. But I decided to add some things that are add a little spice to the portfolio. And so I got 3 crypto ones that are weekly payers. One's based on Ethereum by Roundhill, it's YETH. And then I got the YBTC, which is based on Bitcoin, and XBTY, that's I believe is based on Bitcoin. And then I've got 2 YMAX weekly payers, YMAX and ULTY. And then I got one that's NVIDIA based. And the last time I checked, NVIDIA was the #1 company in the S&P 500. And this NVII by Rex Shares, it's been doing very well for me too. So I just wanted to talk about the weekly pairs a little bit and how to add a little spice to my portfolio. So what's new or what's changed this week? Well, I added 10 more shares of NVII by Rex Shares, their NVIDIA based weekly pair. And then that's pretty much it as far as any trades that I made this week. And I'm excited that next week is the NEO's paydays. I believe it's on the 26th, if I looked it up right. And that's probably going to be the largest payday of the month for me. It's next week with the NEO's funds. So I'm kind of excited about that. So that's what's changed this week. We're looking forward to the NEO's funds next week, and added 10 more shares of NVII by Rex Shares. And I'm going to do a little comparison real quick against NVIDIA. Well, I went over to the Dividend channel.com, and it's a fantastic website to do comparisons and stuff on. And I'm compared NVII by Rex Shares against NVIDIA. This fund looks like it started on May 28, 2025, and it's up 38% in total return against 30% in total return against NVIDIA. So I'm really been pleased with this fund so far, and it does pay weekly payments. So it looks like, at least as of right now, it's been slightly edging the underlying. Anyway, I actually believe that it's slightly leveraged a little bit. So that may be what's helping it. But like I said, if you put like 10,000 in it, you would have 13.8. And if you'd put it in NVIDIA, you would have about $13,075. So I've really been pleased with this one so far, but who knows what time will tell. In conclusion, I would say that this was a fantastic week. I had payments of $418.32, and 6 were weekly payers and 1 was a monthly payer. And I had a 58% APR on my cost basis on those weekly payers. So I've been pleased with that. And 5.8% APR on my main, but I'm actually up $2,500 and just a little over 4 months on that one. So I've been pleased with that one as well. And I bought 10 more shares of NVII by Rex shares to add to my portfolio to try to keep the snowball rolling. So it's been a great week. I've been very pleased, and I'm looking forward to next week's distributions from NEOS, because that will be my largest week of distributions this month. And if you all have any comments or suggestions, please drop them below. I would love to hear from you. And if you want to see my portfolio, it's on Blossom. Look it up under Michael Brownstein. I'll put a link below for it. And I'd love to hear from y'all. And if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to the channel. And on that note, until next time, I will catch you all later.